because this is just a cute little weekend vlog. The girlies in a cult, you know? I'm afraid of myself because I just like thoughts, you know what I mean? My literal mind is on 3 times speed right now. Forgot how to do my job. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and welcome to the start of a weekend reading vlog. You may or may not know, I do a lot of reading vlogs that are themed, whether I'm reading books outside my comfort zone, I'm reading books to fulfill some sort of like niche or weird sort of challenge for myself. I do a lot of that, and where that is very fun, and I usually really love the content that comes out of it. It can get a little bit tiring, just like for my reading momentum, and you guys know I read a ton. I read like over 150 books in a year. I need to have these little respites, these little breaks where I just like kind of have a little bit of a free-for-all. I'm gonna have no TBR for this video. I'm so excited. Like guys, I in my core am a mood reader, and yet I've created all these restrictions for myself over the years. I'm very, very excited. Let's talk about like some things I'm thinking about. Like I don't even know. I don't even know, and that's the exciting part. Today's Friday. Hi, how are you? Starting Friday, going to Sunday because I have different video doing next week. I have been taking like the weekends off of working meaning like YouTube work. I usually am still writing. I'm working on my second draft of my book right now, my first round of revisions. I will be coming out with a writing update soon. I just want to get to like halfway around there. I might even film that this weekend. So I will still be doing that. I'm just like working on about like a chapter a day on the weekend, but I'm trying not to do like too much like shop work. Like if you didn't know, I have a small business. Like I do a lot of things, so I'm trying not to do that on the weekends just to give myself a little bit of a break. So I will be reading, hopefully. I'm saying all this and like I will read nothing. Knock on wood. Okay, I knocked on the wood right back here. I didn't want to move the chair. Should I move the chair for the shot? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you care? Like, did you care? So as for what I'm currently reading, I actually finished an audiobook last night, so I'm not listening to anything, which is very exciting. I hated the book I just read, so I'm very excited to read something different. But I am also physically reading something, and it's an ARC, and that is Built to Last by Erin Han. I'm loving this book, and I'm so excited that I started this vlog when I haven't finished this. I was gonna try to finish it before I started the vlog, but I'm so excited to talk to you about it because it's so freaking good. I love Erin Han so much. This is her debut adult romance. She's previously written 3 young adult romances, or young adult contemporaries with romances, I guess. And this is about 2 people who were child stars. They were like on a TV show together, kind of like Boy Meets World. And now it's like many years later. I think they're like now in like their 30s or so. And they are now on like this like reality home renovation show together. Guys, does Erin Han know how to write a romance? She does. She does. She is like someone I trust so much. Like she has really solidified herself as one of my favorite romance authors. I'm saying it right here, right now, and I'm in love with it. So I'm like 30% into it. I'm so glad I got an ARC. I've been getting like all the ARCs recently, and I'm like, guys, stop it. Yeah, I'm 33% into it. So that is what I'm currently like physically reading. But yeah, as for an audiobook, let's think about it, because I do actually have some out from the library, but I haven't started one. I still have Under One Roof by Ali Hazelwood, and I really didn't like one of the other like STEM novellas that I read last month, and it's kind of putting me off. I haven't started it, and I have a day to read it. Oh heck yeah, I have the best audiobooks from my library, but I wanted to start one, I don't know, sometime like at night, and I was like, a lot of these are like a little bit spooky, and I don't know if I can handle it. So I have the Pallbearers Club, which I heard Books and Lala talk a lot about, and some other people during like Summerween. And then I have The Honeys. This is the new Ryan LaSala that's getting like so much buzz. No pun intended. Oh, okay. And then I have The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I'm so excited about all of these. I actually think I'm gonna read The Honeys first. This cover is gorgeous. Like, I don't know, I think I was very skeptical of it at first, and now I'm like literally in love. I have read one Ryan LaSala, and it was his debut, and I enjoyed it. I'm sorry, I just saw someone running and they like put their head down when they run, and I was like, you get it, just put your head down, crush it. Anyway, and yeah, so his debut wasn't my favorite. I think it wasn't fully fleshed out, but I enjoyed where it was going. And this, I believe, is his 3rd book. Yeah, because then the other one was Bedazzled, I think. I'm sure he's improved a lot as a writer. This book, like I said, is getting good reviews, and I follow him on Instagram. He seems like a really cool guy, and I really would love to like his book. That doesn't make any difference. Like, you don't have to like the person to like the books or vice versa, but I always like supporting people that are cool or seem cool and have cool opinions. So I think that's gonna be the audiobook. These are gonna be my pair, Built to Last and The Honeys. I think they're different enough that, yeah, they're super different that no one here is gonna get confused. Oh, I can tell you what The Honeys is about because I didn't do that, so sorry. Forgot how to do my job. This gives me like Bunny vibes, and I haven't read Bunny, and I think it's good that I haven't read it because I won't be drawing too many comparisons. I think it's like a summer camp, culty girl kind of book. Like a girl cult. That's what I meant. Like a girly cult. The girlies in a cult, you know? Yeah, this seems like a really fun like summer thriller or horror. Oh, it says it's okay. My library has it shelved under horror, but I just like automatically think that's wrong because I don't trust them. Like, no offense. No offense to my library if you're watching this. I just don't trust your shelving system. So that is what I'm going to start listening to. Plans for the day, since we're taking it along with the weekend, I'm rendering my video right now to upload it. I'm so excited. If you haven't seen it, it's not gonna be my last video at this point, but my tier ranking the Rainbow Magic Fairies. It's like one of my new favorite videos I've ever made. And I hope you really enjoy it because I really loved it. I had such a fun time doing it. I do have to write that NetGalley review for that book that I really hated. So I think I'm gonna get that out of the way. I'm going to therapy today, which I'm very excited about. I love therapy. Highly recommend to anyone, really. I think I'm gonna do some drawing, but I'm gonna type up this review and try not to be too salty because I did give it 1 star. You'll have to stay tuned for my wrap up because I truly don't want to talk about it more than I have to. So I was an hour early to therapy today, and what did that get me? It got me sitting in a chair for a half hour, not knowing I was early, getting the time wrong and no one telling me. And then I went, like I walked on over to like a place, like a random bagel place, and got a big old iced coffee, full on like 24 ounces of black iced coffee, and just drank it while I waited for my appointment. I'm pretty sure, like I feel really bad. Like that's my 3rd cup of coffee today. I'm sorry, I'm not someone who has a lot of coffee, although I seem probably like it because of how fast I talk, but I feel like my literal mind is on 3 times speed right now because I've had 3 coffees and I usually have 1. I really am regretting having the second one. When did I do that? When I got home from my run? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm gonna try to slow down my talking. It's always a challenge for me because I honestly find myself very annoying when I edit my videos, and I would like myself to go as fast as possible so I can get done with it. We get it? We understand. Anyways, I haven't done any reading because I was in therapy and I thought, you know, I was having my appointment, so I didn't. I am actually going to drink some water, hopefully like expel some of the caffeine from my body, just cleanse it a little bit. And I'm gonna sit down and do some reading. I think I'm gonna put on some, walking through my house now, I think I'm gonna put on a old reading sprint from Katie Colson because I am a loyal Patreon subscriber. I don't remember what her tiers are, but I'm the top one, baby. Yeah, I'm mad that I wasted all that reading time. I could have been reading, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some actual reading. Yes, I know that it's not even 9:30 and this is gonna be my last clip for the night. I got into 50%, a little over 50% actually, of Built to Last. Still loving it. I just read a really bad romance, and this is just everything I need in a romance. Like the connections there's communication, there's trust, like there is everything that I adore it. I decided to switch my audiobook from The Honey. I will read it. I will get to it. But right now, I really want to read like a middle grade. So I started, it's called Stand Up, Yumi Chung. I literally just started it. And I'm gonna just listen to this while I get ready for bed. And I'm very excited. I'm in a middle grade mood. I think especially since like there's this whole thing going on with Barnes & Noble right now, with them kind of taking away a lot of middle grade and children books from the shelves. That's super upsetting. So I'm going to try to consume a lot of them. I'm just very excited to consume a lot of them, and I'm a little bit more motivated, I guess, because they deserve recognition. They all deserve a fair shot. I'm very excited to start with this one. I've only read one other book that had like a main character who was into stand-up, and that was a young adult book, one of my favorite books of all time, called This Will Be Funny Someday. Very different tone, I assume, but this is about a Korean American girl who is into stand-up, and she's like 11 years old. And I'm so excited to see how this plays out. It sounds really cute. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to listen to some of that, and I will let you know my thoughts on all of the books and all of the things in the morning. Bye. Not feeling lovely today, but it just means we're probably gonna do a lot more reading / audiobook listening than I would have thought. I'm not sure about writing this weekend, to be quite honest, but we'll see how I feel. All depends. Don't take it easy. It's good. I'm just drinking my coffee now, so yeah. I did get up at like 6 or 7. It's just I've been lying on a heating pad all day so far. But it did mean I actually finished my audiobook. It was a really short book. I really want to read, like I said, more middle grade, and they're so short, and I just really love them. And sometimes I get into these phases where I'm reading only one thing, only one genre, and only one age group, and I'm trying to break that habit, but it's always difficult. So I read Stand Up, Yumi Chung, and I really enjoyed this book. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. I don't know how to say too much about it. It is by Yumi Chung, who has this love of stand-up. Under false pretenses, starts going to this like stand-up summer camp to, you know, learn more about it, get better at it, and she, you know, meets friends and really starts finding herself in this way, but it does manifest itself in this whole secret that, you know, her parents don't approve of her stand-up. She has other obligations or other, you know, familial duties in that she has to be this perfect student and studying all the time and all these sorts of things, and that's what her parents think she is doing. Yeah, I mean, it's very much like a lot of things, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, it was cute, it was heartfelt. I really liked the friendships in there. I think it was, in some ways, like the story was very well fleshed out. I really liked how simple it was, and that was all there was to it. Like nothing wrong with it. It was simple and it was effective in its message. The payoff of the story was very easily achieved. I had a fun time reading it. It was good. I did now start The Honeys. I'm like 2% into it. Like that's about it. I am excited to read that. I'm gonna do some drawing now while I listen to that audiobook. It seems to be like a book that's quite like jumping you into the plot, and I'm interested to see what's gonna happen for me. Like I mean, I literally have listened to so little of it, so like I don't know anything that's going on. Yeah, I'm very interested to read this book. I'm just like so excited to read it. So yeah, I know it's daylight. I'm not worried about it. I often freak myself out, I think that's more of the case than me actually being afraid of something. I'm afraid of myself because I just like thoughts, you know what I mean? So alrighty my friends, so it is much later now. I have moved. I just came back to this position because I actually want to like watch something maybe. It's mostly because my room is really warm right now because our air conditioning is broken. But anyhow, I finished Built to Last. Guys, okay, I think we already know I'm Erin Hahn's #1 fan. I'm her stan. Like this is the Erin Hahn stan account. Thank you. I've given every single one of her book 4 stars. This one I give 4.5. And now I'm like, should I go back and reread her other books? Because I didn't even like reading this. I didn't think, I was like, oh, this is her best book because I love her books so much. I thought More Than Maybe was my favorite. And now I read this and I was like, where is my sense of self? I don't even know. This was fantastic. And I think like she is just going to blow open the fucking adult romance genre. Obviously, like I said, this is her first one. I'm so excited for the companion because it's gonna follow Lorelai and I'm so excited. She just does this so well, like, and I think she really played to her strengths, which I think is great. And she wrote such a fantastic romance. Like I just read such a bad romance the other day and this just like, I was like, this is so good. Like, is it just good because I read something bad? It's like, no, it's good because it's Erin fucking Hahn and she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to pine. She knows how to swoon. She knows how to write communication, like a good healthy relationship, and like not have a third act breakup, like not use like cop-outs in her writing, like and overused cliches and tropes. She knows how to do it. She does, and I adore her. I do. I really do. I need to stop gushing about it, but it's so good. It's so good. It has everything I want and need, and it's Erin Hahn and I love her. Anyway, there's that. The only thing I'm not sure if people like, there is like a flashback scene and it's like where they're teens because like they were first loves or whatever, and it is like a steamy scene while they're teens. They're like 18, I believe. And I know that some people, like I already heard like some people saying they don't like that in their adult romances, not in this one in particular, but I do know that's a thing. I didn't mind it because I just thought that it just deepened our understanding of this relationship and these two people's bond, you know, it like went so far back. But I know some people don't like that, so that's me telling you right now. Anyways, I'm like 30% into The Honeys as well, and I'm really liking it. I really love the mean girl friend group trope. It's like one of my favorite things, and you don't see it a lot anymore because it is like quite unrealistic, but I love it. Like I loved Pretty Little Liars. I ate that shit up. Mean Girls, like if we want to go there, I really like that trope. I think it's really fun, and it's fun, it's toxic, it's messy, and I'm really liking this book. I really like our main character Mars. I love their name. Sick. It's really sick. I'm having a fun time. I'm not sure if this really is gonna get into horror, or I'm like just not there yet. Not sure how horror-y, spooky, scary Skeletons is gonna be. The next book I'm gonna physically read though, 100 Other Girls. I keep wanting to call it 1,000 Other Girls because I'm an idiot. But I love Aman, the author, Aman Hariri Kia. I love her. I follow her on Instagram and TikTok, and she seems like not only like the sweetest, most genuine person ever, but like she really like seems like a cool gal. Anyways, this is her debut book. I've just been seeing great reviews of it. As I said, I already like her, and it's decently short. I'm probably gonna change the format just to make the font bigger. Yeah, I'm very excited to read it. This is pitched as like a Devil Wears Prada, kind of like going behind the scenes of the like publishing, marketing industry of like magazines. Who does not love a little Devil Wears Prada moment? So I'm really excited to read this. That's going to be my next book that I physically read. I did finish a design today, which is exciting. That's about the only productive thing I've done today. Besides grocery shop. I like already finished 2 books this weekend. Like, why am I being like my most productive reading self? Because I don't have a TBR. Maybe that's it. I don't know, guys. That's like all my video plans for the rest of the year are just like flying away. today / I was working on the shop all day. I have two adorable, like literally I'm dead. You guys know how much I love fall and Halloween. Well, I have two new bookmark designs coming to the shop and I just finished them today, sent them out to get printed. That's what I was working on today, but I'm so excited for you guys to see them. I love them so much, like I want to have a million. Anyway, hope you'll add them to your collection. But anyways, I have been reading The Honeys, about 75% through it, and this is giving Midsummer vibes. This is really I liked Midsummer, the movie. It was like fine. Again, I love horror, but I'm hardly ever Sister Spook. Yeah, it's giving that, and I don't want to explain why, but it kind of is. But like teen Midsummer mixed with, let's say Gossip Girl, but it's like Midsummer mixed with Bunny. Even though I haven't read Bunny. I should probably read it next week. I'm probably gonna finish this one today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish my other read, which my physical one, 100 Other Girls. I'm about a chapter. I'm on chapter 2. I read a chapter of this last night. I had a family member over who we hadn't seen in a while, so she was over for a while. I didn't get a lot of reading done. But I'm a chapter into it. I'm actually really liking this book. I'm really liking the writing style. It definitely does feel like a modern Devil Wears Prada. I like our main character so far. I just saw Not Okay the other day, and I feel like I'm getting the same kind of like workplace vibes. I don't know what it's like to work in an office, but I feel like when I picture that, I picture much more of like a old school cubicle style thing, and now I'm thinking of this like Not Okay / 100 Other Girls type of office vibe, which is much more like dynamic and less gray, I guess, like in many ways. Like it's just like not like gray squares. Anyway, so it's interesting. I'm thinking it might be similar to that, actually, in some more ways than one. So we'll see those comparisons. This is a good movie. If you want to watch it, check it out. So since it's Sunday, I'm probably just going to finish The Honeys tonight. I have literally less than an hour left of the audiobook, and then maybe I will read some more of 100 Other Girls. I'm not quite sure, but that's definitely just not getting finished in this vlog, but that's totally fine with me. I'm not going to hold myself to trying to finish every book I started in this video, because this is just a cute little weekend vlog. And I've already read 2 books, so we're gonna tack on a third, maybe a half of another. That's a success to me. Let me just say that right here, right now. I just had to wrap up the vlog because it's now Monday, meaning we have to start a weekly reading vlog, and this is about the weekend. So I did end up finishing The Honeys last night, like I said, like I told you. I finished The Honeys. I didn't make any more progress on my other book, but I do want to let you know my final thoughts of The Honeys. I ended up giving this about 3 out of 5 stars because like I said, it kind of did start to become more of a horror, more of like a kind of paranormal in some way kind of story. I mean, it had hints of it, I think, in the beginning, but then it was like, but I feel like really the paranormal aspects kind of culminate to a head at the end of the book, which whatever was fine. I think it was interesting. I liked what he was doing there. I think I have the same problems with this book that I had with the previous Ryan LaSala book that I read, his debut, and that is just that I want more. I need more explanation. I need more backstory. I need things to be more well developed, more well thought out on the page to have a better understanding of the plot of this, like, I wouldn't call it a magic system because it's like a horror, but like I said, it is kind of like a paranormal horror. Like, I want to know more about what this is that's going on. I'm being so vague because I can't spoil it, but I think that that's really where the book was lacking for me, is I really just wanted more explanation. I really wanted to know what was going on and why it was happening. I mean, I knew what was happening, like, going on, but I wanted to know why. Like, I needed more explanation. I needed more, maybe more exposition, maybe more backstory, maybe more at the end. Like, I just felt like there's so many character motivations that I didn't feel like I fully understood. I don't think I understood the history of the Honeys and that whole situation, and I don't think that the plot was very clear in some way. In many ways, it is the case of like, these are the stories he's telling are very like, we're going off into some headspace, something that is not on earth, on ground, like that is imaginary, that is thought up. It's so fucking hot up here. And so it is kind of this untethered thing, and I think that's a lot harder to describe, it's a lot harder to nail down, and also to integrate within a majorly contemporary story. So I gave it 3 stars. I had a fun time reading it. I enjoyed main character especially, was one of my favorite things, and I did like the beats of the plot. I just wanted to know more of what was going on, and I think that it really could have been a lot clearer than it was, so I gave it 3 stars. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for his next releases. If I see anything that interests me in the same way that this book interested me, I might pick it up, but other than that, I'm not exactly sure if I will continue to read from him, but I'm not sure. Never say never, of course. So, you know, lots of twists and turns, some really great reveals, but so that is the end of this weekend reading vlog. We read so much. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I don't know when this is going up. What is stupid? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There we go. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in my next one.